Hello, it is Rochelle Hazel here, coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, here at the Mirage Hotel, gearing up for the 2015 Network Marketing Pro GoPro event put on by the one and only Mr. Worre. I'm very, very excited as we gear up for this evening to just kick off 4 phenomenal days of our industry's top professionals giving us their best stuff. So I started thinking, you know, how can I best take advantage of what's going to be given to us over these next 4 days? And, you know, I began to think about that and contemplate on that this morning, and, you know, just come up with some ways that I'm going to get the most value out of the information that is going to be shared with us over the next few days. And so I came up with the three things that I am going to do on a personal level to make sure I'm going to get the most out of this. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this with the world is because a lot of times we go to seminars and conferences, and they may be for our own personal self-development, or they may be, you know, something that our job sends us to, or they may be industry related in some kind of way. And I think that, you know, a lot of times we come back home and we haven't gotten our full, how many times am I going to say full, right? The full message that we're intended to get. So here are 3 things that I decided that I'm going to do to make sure I get everything from this event that is intended for me. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take personal and private lessons. So when I say that, here's what I mean. Every word that comes out of these top industries' mouths, I am going to take it to heart. I am going to look at it as if they are talking only to Rochelle. And it is going to, you know, when I do that, it's not going to give me an opportunity to point the finger at anybody else or blame anyone else or expect anything from anyone else. It's going to be 100% for Rochelle Hazel, no excuses, no questions asked. So that's number 1. I'm going to take personal and private lessons. The second thing that I'm going to do is I am going to participate in each activity, whether it's a role-playing activity, whether it is, you know, requiring me to meet a certain amount of people, call a certain amount of people, whatever the assignment is, I'm going to take on each one of those 100%. I'm going to take them on 100% and in a way that is going to affect me on a really, really deep level, that is going to affect my business in a positive way. It's going to be no holds barred. It is going to be, again, no excuses, no questions asked, no, I'm not in the mood, I don't feel like it, or any of those things that I know I use and a lot of us probably use on a daily basis, especially if we are in an industry where we have to really interact with other people, maybe get on the phone when we don't want to. So I'm going to go into each one of the activities that is required with a 100% mentality. So that's number 2. The third thing that I'm going to do in order to get the maximum out of this event is I'm going to take each bit of information and I'm going to really, really take it to heart, really, really embody it, and go home with the attitude of, you know what, it doesn't matter what the circumstances are. It doesn't matter how my situation may change. It doesn't matter if my outlook is, you know, if things are looking bright or if things are looking dark. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. That the information that I receive here over the next 4 days is so for me that no matter how the situation or circumstances change, that I am going to still hold this information in my heart, that I am going to still not only embody, but put into practice in a large way this information, no matter what the changes are. Now, when I say this, you may or may not understand what I mean, but I know exactly what I mean. So to keep from going into a lot of details, I know how I a lot of times let life get in the way so that I am no longer applying the information and the education that I now have in a way that is beneficial to me 100%. So those are the top 3 things, the 3 things that I'm going to do to make sure that I get the most value out of this Network Marketing Pro event over the next 4 days. Number 1 is I'm going to take personal and private lessons. Number 2 is I am going to jump into each assignment or each activity 100%. And number 3 is I am going to embody each word of wisdom and know that no matter what the circumstance or situation, it still applies. These are still business principles that are timeless, and no matter what the cost, they have to be applied in order to achieve the success that I want. So I hope that this information that I shared with you today inspires somebody, and hopefully at your next event, whether you are at this one, at a different one, or you have one coming up, hopefully you will take heed and do the same things for yourself. I look forward to your feedback on this, and I hope that I'll get a chance to interact with you soon. This is Rochelle Hazel signing off. Have a great day.